Let us start with another marathon session. I hope you got a basic idea about what is BlazeDS.
Yeah.
Again, BlazeDS is, I will again go on BlazeDS part. BlazeDS is simply to communicate with the Java and Flex. Why should we communicate with Java and Flex? Every web application, whatever we develop, requires server support for doing database communications or even some other advantages to utilize the advantages from the Java. Okay, so BlazeDS, why we choose the BlazeDS? We can also use Java with Flex through HTTP channel. Why we use BlazeDS? Because it gives you the communication channel which is AMF supported and also it is secure. You can use the different properties of the channels for your convenience to communicate with the server. And my topic is Spring BlazeDS, and Spring BlazeDS as such, Spring have come up with a whole setup to integrate Spring with the BlazeDS. What is Spring? Spring is the most popular Java framework. It have nothing to do with the Flex. It is fully based on Java framework, and it is again the same IOC pattern, means inversion of control at what I told about the dependency injection of mate. The same way it is the Spring. Everyone is copying the success of the Spring which in the Java pattern have achieved. So that's why lot of frameworks coming up with dependency injection in AS3 nowadays. And as we talk about the Spring, Java have the 15 years of full developer support and full of resources available with Spring. They have achieved a lot as compared to the AS3 because it is 15 years experienced. As simple like that. So they have the most advantages over any other server-side languages. In the Spring, we have the lightweight framework. Then the Spring is developed by springsource.org. That's a separate community doing it as open source development. They have integrated Spring with BlazeDS to make it more secure and to avoid some basic problems which we face in BlazeDS. In BlazeDS, you have saw what Mr. Satish have explained right now. You have to compile the remoting config.xml, services config.xml at the compiler time of the Flex. You have to embed those XML to enable the compiler of the Flex to be knowing the endpoint URI, what we call at the end to connect the AMF. That's the endpoint URI that has to be specified at the compiler runtime of the Flex. That is not required in case of Spring BlazeDS integration in this framework. And what else is, this gives the most advantages, as you have asked about what's the difference between lifecycle and the Spring. Lifecycle and BlazeDS. In lifecycle, they have paging available. Paging means whenever you are getting some request from the database listing, you can get it by page. You can specify the limit and you can get in parts, the result in parts. So it is easy to handle in client side. Also it reduces the server load. So that's how we are communicating using the paging. That is fully developed and available in the lifecycle. And again, it have the most PDF functionalities available over there. And as you know, the charts are mostly integrated in lifecycle, and lot more. Hibernate is already integrated in the lifecycle, so you can get use of those things. Now the Spring BlazeDS, this integration helps you to have the whole facilities available in lifecycle for free. That's the difference. For lifecycle, you have to pay money for the server, and to develop, you have to go through the bulk of things. So this reduces those headaches. And
but we can't use limited
Blaze.
all the facilities available in LCDs.
Yes. We cannot use anything because it is lightweight and it doesn't have anything other than giving a channel to communicate from Flex to Java, nothing else. So this helps you to make the bridge between Spring and the Flex. Through Spring you can do anything which can be communicated to the Flex using this integration. 1 second. Next. The result is looser coupling between components,